Hey guys, this is Lexy with Austin Underground, and I'm here with the boys of Never Shout Never. How are y'all?
We're all right.
Good. Okay. So 2016 just started, and y'all were really busy in 2015. You released 2 albums. So do you have any big plans for 2016, or y'all just gonna chill out for a little bit?
We're gonna release a couple more albums, I think, and do a lot of touring. We got a pretty busy year lined up, but probably our busiest in years. So I'm just gonna go with the flow and take care of business.
So speaking of 2016, we're only a few weeks into the new year, and we've already lost 2 rock legends, Lemmy of Motorhead and David Bowie. So have these guys had any type of influence on y'all as an artist?
Well, I can say that David Bowie brought the weird out in me anytime I listened to him. Yeah.
Anybody else?
David Bowie was I really discovered David Bowie whenever I was about 17 or so. Somebody over at the label had given me a big, I think it's Moonage Daydream, I think it's called. Has all these pictures and everything, and I'd heard of him before, but kind of I don't know, I just started seeing all his, how he just really rocked some individual style, and it was really cool and made me feel a little less weird, and it also inspired me to be more weird. So
I'd started to get into Motorhead in the last 4 or 5 years, but man, Lemmy just did whatever he wanted anytime he wanted. He was the most punk rock bass player that there's ever been. So that was, he didn't have a direct influence on me as a bass player or anything like that, but yeah, lost some good ones. And then Alan Rickman died the other day. Yeah, and Hans Gruber.
All right. So you guys have made music for a wide range of genres. Just under Never Shout Never, you've been called psychedelic rock to indie pop to alt rock. So do you guys associate this band with a specific genre, or do you just kind of make whatever music you feel like at the time?
Yeah, I think it's more just kind of, just doing whatever we're feeling at the time, and that's worked for us well. And it kind of scared a lot of people initially whenever we started experimenting more, but now people that listen to us are kind of used to it and keeps it fresh. I personally like doing it that way.
So you guys have also been dropping hints on Twitter about a new psychedelic concept album. So where did the inspiration for that come?
Well, I wrote that wrote about half of it, and also wrote this whole storyline that goes along with it. And I don't know, I wrote that whenever I was living out in LA this last time. I was out there for a couple months and got really bored, so I just started kind of diving in with guitar, and so we're recording that whenever we're off the road, and it should be pretty cool. We're doing an animated movie as well that goes along with it.
Sounds really rad. Violet, right? That's the hashtag.
That's it so far, with 2 T's.
2 T's. Okay, remember that. So you guys are also in Eat Me Raw, formerly known as Eat Me While I'm Hot. So how do you guys manage being in 2 different bands? Is it hard to prioritize?
Not really. That is just, I feel like the best way for any of us to describe that band is just whenever we're really wanting to do something impulsive and have fun, and then we take these week or 2 week long little tours, and then just lose our minds and get all the energy out that we've accumulated from the entire year or whatever, and then we get to go into the studio and make really loud, heavy, insane music.
Tours are a freaking doozy. I always leave just wounded. I'm just destroyed by the end of those. There's so many metal bands and everything that do that 100% of the time. Man, that would tear me up if I had to do that all the time.
I had to give those bands props because they're just doing it constantly. We do a 7 or 8 day run, and we're just
sore for 2 weeks.
Canes and
I remember that we both had canes. I didn't really need mine that much, but it was more for the aesthetic.
Nobody's neck feels right anymore.
That's actually the biggest thing, is the neck, the head banging. I don't know if you build muscles or something.
Work those out.
I think so.
Do y'all ever go on stage as Never Shout Never, and you're kind of oh, I kind of wish we were Eat Me Raw tonight?
Sometimes. Just depends. You know.
Every fucking night.
If I've been doing a lot of drinking, then I'd be like, yeah, I wish I was Eat Me Raw.
Do you ever like want to play a song by the other band while you're not that band that
Yeah.
night? You have, really?
A couple of times.
It's pretty funny. It usually goes over very poorly.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask.
You know?
Nothing's tuned the right way, and
Aw.
you know, nobody's prepared for it, and the kids are like, "What? What's happening?"
Do you do it both ways? Like Never Shout Never plays Eat Me Raw, or you just like Eat Me Raw and then you like bust out with like something really old school like Trouble or Time Travel?
We actually talk shit on Never Shout like they're our sworn enemies whenever we're
Yeah, I was
Eat Me
gonna
Raw.
say- I was gonna say, Eat Me
We're like,
Raw.
fuck those
Eat
pussies.
Me Raw does not like Never Shout Never.
Personality conflict right there. So the lead single off y'all's new album, Black Cat, is called Hey We Okay, and it's all about not being afraid to be weird and different. So we were wondering, what do you consider the weirdest thing that you do?
Well, yeah, I feel like the weirdest thing I do is I just like sleep a lot. I'm a very sleepy person, so I do that a lot, and that's kind of weird, but we're more excited about our the real single, which is Red Balloon, which is like we're kind of folky and cool, and that's the one that we're gonna start. Actually, we just filmed a music video for it yesterday that turned out really cool, and yeah, we're a bunch of freaking weirdos, man. Hayden, what's the weirdest thing?
We wouldn't have done this if we didn't.
Probably pick my boogers. It's pretty weird, right?
My boo.
That's on it.
Boogers. It's pretty weird.
That's insane. Hey, I pick mine too,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Sometimes you get stuffed up and, you know, Kleenex ain't enough.
Gonna dig for gold, you know? Gotta pick those boogers.
What about you?
I do. Man, I don't know about like really weird, but I like grind my teeth like just even in the daytime. Like they're constantly like like the way your teeth chatter when you're like cold. They're just constantly doing that while my mouth is closed. It's like some nervous tick I developed like over the years, and yeah, that's a weird thing.
Do you like, have y'all seen each other do like weird things? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I watched Hayden pick his boogers yesterday.
okay, well, I think that's all we have time for. So you guys have a great show.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching.